Good morning, everyone. Yep, already been to the barn. Opened the back door so in case the guys come back or dogs, I don't have to get up. I'll have to get up to go feed them. Okay. I hope they'll hold off. They'll be gone since about 7 o'clock this morning. Now it's 11. Yeah, yeah, it's a nice sunny day. Yesterday we lost power. It was the storm that came through was just amazing. You would think with that much force that this weather came through here, and of course lots of rain. Oh, we love rain here because we don't have to pay for water. And in any case, all that weather, it just came, and it literally went from this way, and it was just. Man, all the horses stayed in. Yes, we knew it was coming. And it had a little couple of times it came, and I asked Sis, I said, hey, was that it? She said, nope, still coming. The big one's still coming. And sure it did. And I said, probably going to lose power. And sure enough, but we were prepared. And losing power here is no problem. And I was amazed within 5 hours, power was back on. It was still raining out there. It wasn't. The big storm had passed, but it was still raining, and it got really cold. And here they are, them guys out there, fixing the lines, fixing a transformer, whatever needed to be done. They're out there doing that, and I'm just amazed. The dedication it takes, commitment, and they're risking their lives every time. I have no doubt. Doing what they have to do, to keep everybody else nice and comfy, right? Yes? All right. Anyway, so I had to write a little note on my Facebook page. Shout out. Thank you, guys. And praying for you that when you have to be out there in dangerous weather, that you're safe. Yes? That's how we can unite too, right? Yes? People, there's always complainers out there. Well, power went out again. Blah, blah, this and that. And I'm going, yeah, it's going to happen where we live. Be prepared to start with, but that's not being grateful and thankful, right? Yes? So I'd rather unite with them people out there who are doing all this. And one thing I can do is, send protection, help, and spirit. Yes? Okay, that's uniting. And then, when workers like that know, okay, we're out here, and we got people that are grateful and thankful, however long it's going to take for us to fix what we need to fix, and for us to stay safe as well. Yes? Oh, right? So, even if there is conflict, rather than adding to the conflict, to keep trying to find ways to unite, even in difficult situations, right? I think that's much better. That's a better solution. That's a much better beginning, yes, to move forward. That's mankind. Well, anyway, that's what I have to say about this. Oh, had a great long talk with my sis in Korea, and we had a friend, both of us, at Etna Springs. Her name was Grace. Her name is Grace. And I asked her, she was older already at that time. Oh, she showed me how to make kimchi as well. And for the first time, I had them pickled plums or something. Okay, that wasn't one of my favorite things, but hey, yeah. And mochi. She showed us how to make mochi in the microwave. I didn't have a microwave at that time. Do one now. And I just watched on how to make some mooncakes, which kind of, the cornstarch, I guess, is what makes it, it's malleable, consistency, yes, and where it also doesn't, I don't think it really dries out. And yeah, I learned just what, as I said, watch that one little video with a simple recipe to make mooncakes, and I learned a whole lot. I'm going, oh yeah, right, that's right, that's what it is. And for all kinds of other things, as I said, to starch, I thought, oh, that's right, that's what keeps hold things together, keeps them kind of malleable. That's what it is. Yeah. Okay, there's some science that goes with it, right? Yes. Okay. Love stuff like that. I just do. All right, let's get going here. Talk away. I gotta get ready. Sissy up. Okay, if I remember that at the end, I will talk about that. Sissy's out right now. And reading books to children, volunteering at schools, reading books to children, and I'm waiting for her to get back. Then we're going to town. I got to get ready for that. Yes, I got to gear up to go to town. Man, that's a chore for me to go to town. And I thought about that. So I said, oh yeah, today we're going to town today. Yes, okay, got to go to town today. Yeah, okay. You mean I got to leave the homestead? Got to leave the farm? Got to get in a car? And then I thought of that video, right? I told her, woo! I'm going to town. Woo! I'm going to get all kinds of things done. Woo! Okay. Unite with it, right? Rather than find something to complain about. Get your spirit ready to do what? Find that zeal somewhere. Zeal somewhere, right? Yes? To do everything, what? With God in the center. Gratefully and thankfully. All right. We are in the first book of Chronicles 15. It's sunny. It's nice and sunny out there. It's cold, but it's nice and sunny. There. Great day to go to town. We were going to go yesterday. Cece said, we're not going to town, Danielle. I said, oh, that's great. She says, you're not going because the weather is going to be. I said, that's great. So we're going to go the next day. And today, perfect day to go to town. Oh, woo! There you go. Okay. All's well. So here we are, 15. David now built several palaces for himself in Jerusalem. Several. Oh, yeah, he had so many. Okay. And he also built a new tabernacle to house the ark of God and issued these instructions. When we transfer the ark to its new home, no one except the Levites may carry it. For God has chosen them for this purpose. They are to minister to him forever. Oh, now suddenly they figured this out? Oh, so they knew about it. So they did know about it. Oh, guess what? We just found out. They did know about it. You know, when I read this sometimes and I'm done, I have to tell them in spirit world, you were a bad boy. You were a bad boy. And here I am trying to help you restore. You better be grateful and thankful for that. Huh? Yeah. Right? Yes? Hey, listen. If you're in tune with spirit world, I mean, I'm not telling them that because I'm mad at them or this or that. Tell them that to awaken them and say, hey, hello. Right? And you know what? More often than not, what I get back is a bow. Yes, we know. And they are thankful and grateful. Actually, are. Right? Just saying. Ooh, brings me to something else I should talk about. Maybe tomorrow. Too much to talk about. Too much to talk about. Always more. I never run out of things to talk about. It's a talent too. Yeah, I know. People don't always want to hear it. That's all right. Okay. Then David summoned all Israel to Jerusalem to celebrate the bringing of the ark into the new tabernacle. These were the priests and Levites present. I still want to say Levites. Yeah. I must find out. David, you're going to get a message from me. Find out how that is properly spelled. From the clan of Kohath, with Uriel as their leader, From the clan of Merari, Merari, sorry, Merari, you sound like Ferrari, with Uzziah as their leader. From the clan of Gershom, with Joel as their leader. which brings me to a thought. There was a guy, he was the only one that I know there, where I lived in Brunnen, in Switzerland at the time. I was, well, I don't know, 17, 18 or something. There was a guy, a younger guy, and his family had some kind of a business. They were quite rich for, yeah. And he drove a Ferrari. It's the first time I've ever seen a Ferrari. And, Ferrari. Man, you mentioned a Ferrari. Oh, yeah, Ferrari. Yeah. Rich people's car. $200,000 or something at that time or something. Anyway. and I got to see the Ferrari. Yes, I'm looking at the car and going, what's all the hype about this car? Oh, because it's fast. Okay. I looked down. Man, I don't know if that's money well spent. First of all, it was so small, right? Well, who can you fit? Huh? Yes? Well, I never know. But I looked at it and going, I don't like the form of it. I mean, not that I really cared, but I looked at it and I just couldn't find the special. I couldn't find the hype about it. Me looking at it, I go, okay. Well, I would never get a car like that, even if I had the money. I like the Jaguars, the old ones. That was my favorite car. Yeah. Yes, Jaguar. That's a cool car. Okay, all right. But anyway, yeah. So I don't know why that came to my mind, but I had to share it. So we have different preferences. The common denominator is still a car. All right, Danielle, where are you going with all this? I don't know. I'm just so happy today. I had this wonderful conversation with my sister, and I watched some of the prayer vigil this morning. Then I went to the bar, and everything was just going so great there. We're going to town. I had to find the whoop for that, which I did. God's the center of my life, my world, my family's world, my everything. My my heart. From the clan of Gershom, with Joel as their leader. From the subclan of Elizaphan. Wow, that's a new one. Subclan of Elizaphan. Must be, okay. With Shemaiah as their leader. I wonder if the name Elizabeth came from that. I don't know. From the subclan of Hebron, with Eliel as their leader. From the subclan of Uzziel, with Aminadab as their leader. Then David called for Zadok and Abiathar, the high priest, and for the Levite leaders. Uriel, I have something to say. I hear the phone ring. Isaiah, Joel, Shemaiah, Eliel, and Aminadab. So I had a phone call yesterday. Didn't know who it was. Didn't really say. And I answered, and I did first say, Wooten Resonance. Guys, is so-and-so there? I said, are you ready to pray with me? He says, what? I said, are you ready to pray with me first before we continue this on? And he's like, sure. You want to pray? Okay, sure. Yeah, I said, are you really willing to pray with me? I said, you're the first one. That's amazing. I said, oh, wow, thank you. Oh, God bless you. And then I said, you know what? Since you're asking for somebody else besides me, if it would have been me, we would have prayed first now. But since you're asking for someone else, I said, I have to tell you that he's not here and won't be here for a while. So can I take a message or this or that? And he said, well, I'm just calling for him, that, blah, blah, blah. I said, oh, okay, well, here, let me take down your number and he can call you back if that's something that he needs to get back to you. Okay, there. Then we had a nice little conversation. First one. I was so surprised. He's, yeah, okay, let's pray. Huh? I asked, I said, may I ask how old you are? And he was like, I said, I'm not doing anything with it. I just want to know how old you are. He says, I'm in my early 30s. I said, oh, wonderful. Ah, okay. Just saying. Okay. You are the leaders of the clans of the Levites, he told them. Now sanctify yourselves with all your brothers, so that you may bring the ark of Jehovah. Oh, I'm reading out of a different Bible. It's not Yahweh anymore. It's Jehovah, the God of Israel, to the place I have prepared for it. The Lord destroyed us before because we handled the matter improperly. Really. You were not carrying it. What's David doing here? Telling someone else? You weren't doing your job. You weren't doing it. We did something improper. Was that really it? You really think that was it? The other thing too, so I get it, you want to build a temple for God, this and that. So here he goes. He builds them palaces, sounds like first, several palaces for himself. Not thinking, man, why don't you just build one big place and have the Ark of the Covenant right there with you? Huh? Isn't that interesting on how people always separate God out? Right? Okay, that's the place for God. We'll go there when we feel like it, or when all them things come up. And then they have their own places someplace else where God isn't really a part of, right? Yes? So they can do whatever they want, as if God doesn't have any eyes. Just saying. People still do that today. That's why my home, is God's home. In my home, God is the center. Always. Always. Yeah, God, that took me some time to get there, too. All right. I don't need to have a special place out there somewhere to go see God, or to go hear about God, or to be a part of God. No? Yes? Just saying. But this was at a time as it was at. They were learning. We're learning. It's fine. It's fine, guys. We're restoring. That's right. Okay. So the priests and the Levites underwent the ceremonies of sanctification in preparation for bringing home the ark of Jehovah, the God of Israel. Then the Levites carried the ark on their shoulders with its carrying poles, just as the Lord had instructed Moses. King David also ordered the Levite leaders to organize the singers into an orchestra, and they played loudly and joyously upon psalteries, harps, and cymbals. Heman, son of Joel, Asaph, son of Berechiah, and Etan, son of Cushiah, that's Ethan, but Etan, I think, is the right spell, the right thing, from the clan of Merari, were the heads of the musicians. The following men were chosen as their assistants: Zechariah, Jaaziel, Shemiramot, Yehiel, Uni, Eliab, Benaiah, Maaseiah, Mattitiah, Elipelehu, Micniah, Obed-Edom, Jeiel, the doorkeepers. Oh, Obed-Edom also went. Ha! I bet you they invited him because, hey, his family was blessed while he had the ark. So that's a good, lucky charm to have with us, right? Yes? Oh, so interesting. Heman, Asaph, and Etan were chosen to sound the bronze cymbals, and Zechariah, Atziel, Shemiramot, Yeiel, Uni, Eliab, Maaseiah, and Benaiah comprised an octet company accompanied by harps. Mattitiah, Elipelehu, Micniah, Obed-Edom, Yeiel, and Azaziah were the harpists. The song leader was Jenaniah, the chief of the Levites, who was selected for his skill. Berechiah and Elkanah were guards for the ark. Shebaniah, Yeshaphat, Netanel, Amasai, Zechariah, Benaiah, and Eleazar, all of whom were priests, formed a bugle corps to march at the head of the procession. And Obed-Edom and Jehiah guarded the ark. My, look at that. All that information about what accompanied the ark. From being scared of the ark, now this. Yes, all right. This also tells me that at the time of David, when he was king, they full well knew on what the guidance of God was and is. They knew. Yet. And here they come. Hi. I'm not quite done yet. Hang on. Hi. Okay. All right. And one. Hi, Bo. Oh, God. Where did you have your nose? Where is Gus? Heman, Asaph, and Etan. Oh, wait. I already read that. Then David and the elders of Israel and the high officers of the army went with great joy to the home of Obed-Edom to take the ark to Jerusalem. And because God didn't destroy the Levites who were carrying the ark, they sacrificed 7 bulls and 7 lambs. Afterwards. So little faith. David, yeah. Hey. Can you hold? Whoa, look at you. Where were you? Oh, you're so dirty. Hi, Gus. Oh, you're so dirty. Oh my God. Go. Some. Whoa. Oof. Lay down. I'll feed you guys here in a moment. It's all ready. David, the Levites carrying the ark, the singers, and Chenaniah, the song leader, were all dressed in linen robes. David also wore a linen ephod. So the leaders of Israel took the ark to Jerusalem with shouts of joy, the blowing of horns and trumpets, the crashing of cymbals, and loud playing on the harps and cithers. But as the ark arrived in Jerusalem, David's wife, Michal, the daughter of King Saul, felt a deep disgust for David as she watched from the window and saw him dancing like a madman. Whoa! That's the end of 15. We read about that already too. And I think... All right, so this is all it says about that for right now. So we don't know why that's thrown in there, but somebody noticed that Michal, who we all know how she became David's wife, right? You remember? She was in a happy marriage because David had abandoned her. She was in a happy marriage after that. And what did David do? Anyway, so I think that if I think back on all that, what happened there with this woman, you can't wait? You don't have to wait. I'm almost done. What did I say? When David was putting on a big spectacle to begin with, then he got all, left the ark with someone else. Now he's going back doing the same thing again and dances on into, okay, this and that. And Michal probably looks at him, man, I know you better than anybody. I know who and how you are. And she was disgusted with the spectacle that David made out of the whole thing. Was David truly sincere when he did all this? Was his integrity there? What did I say about God? We build places for God so we can put God there. Then we have our own places. Better not take God there. I'm just saying. And what did David do? Kind of the same thing. Doesn't he do kind of? For the public, he's got one face for God, and in private, he's got another face for God. Right? Yes? Well, are the 10 Commandments only applied when we're around other people? Out in society? When it suits us to use God? Or should God always be in our life, the center of our life? All the time? Just asking. Why was Michal so disgusted? It doesn't say, it just said. And sure enough, oh, she doesn't understand. Oh, because she's Saul's daughter and she was probably brought up. I think there's a little bit more to that story. But we're probably not going to get that. Most likely not. But we know a little bit about her story on how that all went with David. Yes, we know a little bit about it. There's Jake. Oh, yes. Yeah. Oh, I was fast asleep last night, and he jumped right on top of me, needing to go out. Right? Okay, these guys are waiting. I gotta go and feed God's creatures, right? Yes? You're doing such a good job around here. And I gotta get ready and go to town. Woo! It works, you guys. You gotta try this out. Anytime you kind of come across something, just go, I know how to do this. We can do this through unity. I can do this by being guided by God. I can do this. I can do, woo! Woo! Yes? Yeah. Anyway. See, now I'm excited going to town. I'm going to go and get dressed up. Comfortably dressed up. and wait for Cece to get back. Okay? God's love and blessings always. May he protect you, and I will talk to y'all another time.